Hey, how's it going? All right. You ever notice that when you need a job, you go out looking, there's nothing going, right? And it's crazy because once you get a job, doesn't matter which job, get a job, all of a sudden you start seeing jobs everywhere, like opportunities abound, but only once you get the job. Why is that? There's two parts to that answer. The first part is specifically a part of our brain called the reticular activating system. It's the neurological version of Tony Robbins' energy flows where the mind goes. So the trick of the reticular activating system is we take in an enormous amounts of sensory input every second of every day, and our subconscious gets it all. Our conscious mind can't. It can't deal with all that at once. So the reticular activating system is that funnel. It's the filter that picks out all the extraneous stuff and only delivers to our conscious mind what it thinks our conscious mind needs. But the second we introduce something as a need or something that we've been focusing on, whether it's a new car, a job, a breed of dog, anything. You ever notice this? You start thinking about buying a new, orange SUV. All of a sudden, you start noticing these orange cars everywhere. Not just orange cars, orange SUVs. And they're everywhere. Why? Because you've been focusing on buying an orange SUV, your brain is going to stop filtering that out as extraneous. So you start seeing them everywhere. It starts noticing the patterns, which is awesome. The second part is the flip side of that coin, which is because you've found a job, pressure's off, right? The second the pressure is off, now your brain is thinking about not finding work, not the lack of work. It's thinking about you are gainfully employed. I am employed, therefore I see myself differently. I think of myself differently. I value myself differently. And your reticular activating system takes that in and starts seeing places where you fit and introducing people with whom you fit, right? All of a sudden, this starts happening because we're thinking differently. That brings up your confidence, brings up your value, which you communicate, usually non-verbally, but it's in your tone, in the tone of your voice, in the way you hold your body, in the way you show yourself. And all of a sudden, you exude this higher confidence, which makes you more attractive for potential employers who want to see you in their position. We were designed to work like this. We evolved to work like this. Our dopamine system, I'm getting ahead of myself. The happiness paradox. I will be happy when I get the raise, I get the car, the kids are a little older. We don't get happy when we achieve stuff because our dopamine system is wired to keep going, okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? So we keep chasing that next thing. And if we pin our happiness to that and we keep moving the goalpost, we never get there. But, if we decide to be happy now, right? I'm happy and I'm grateful. Strangely, all the other stuff seems to come about so much faster. It seems completely counterintuitive. It is counterintuitive because it goes against everything we've been told all our life. But it applies to online dating too. When you get online, if you start going out with people, the first key is get curious. Don't try to meet the person of your dreams first and then get curious. Get curious first. You get curious, you start meeting people. You start meeting people, the pressure's off to meet people, and you start getting, you get more curious. You meet more people. You get more confident. You become more, you start communicating that non-verbally because you become more at home in yourself. And you start meeting more people, and you become more attractive to the people who would find you attractive authentically. Big asterisk here, your profile had better show you off 100% authentically, because it's like a bad brochure. If the brochure is bad, people aren't going to go for the experience, no matter how good the experience is. And if the brochure is great and the experience doesn't live up to the brochure, even if the experience is good, if the brochure and the experience don't line up, there's a mismatch there, people get disappointed. There's the trick, is that you have to make sure your profile shows off all of this, or all of who you, all of this, all of who you are, right? That's the trick. And I know it seems backwards. It takes courage to go against the grain. It's not easy keeping that train going when everything in society tells you the other way around. Maybe you could use a wingman for that. Hi, my name is Richard Struther, and I am the Widower's Wingman. You can find me at thewidowerswingman.com. And if you want to talk more about this, the find happiness first, build that confidence, get curious, build that confidence. If you want to find out more about how to make yourself more attractive online, you can reach me at thewidowerswingman.com. There is a link for a free call. It says 45 minutes. I have to put something for the system. We're going to take the time we need to do it right, because I'm not just about doing it, I'm about doing it right. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want, but if you know somebody for whom this would be useful, please do share it. It is only useful if it gets into the hands of those who need it. I will see you guys in the next video if I don't get the privilege of meeting you first.